Alright everybody, so I just came out to the car to get some, you know, dad essentials. And I just wanted to point out, since I haven't had a lot of time to talk more about the car seat, we are loving it, and just check out how sturdy this thing is. This thing does not budge. Like, the Duna is amazing and we love that too because it's a stroller, but this thing is crazy sturdy. Pull out this little side impact SIP. I'm guessing it's like side impact protection. Pull that out on the side that's facing the door. And I don't know, so far we're loving it. Super easy to switch between vehicles. We switched it over to Braden's dad's truck because we went into the national park. But yeah, so far so good with the Nuna. All right, we just fueled up. On our way back, we're gonna have a little fun and see if we can make it all the way home on one tank of gas. What do you think about that?
I think it's a little reckless, but we can do it.
Well, before I doubt myself, I'm not gonna second guess it. We're doing it. And if we don't do it, I just won't add this part.
What's up? Just kidding.
Did you start?
Yeah.
What is up, everybody? Guess what?
We're going home.
We survived Bryce Canyon.
Barely.
Probably the best canyon, just it's named very well. But we just want to give an update about how the trip went. Go for it, Braden.
It was a lot of fun, especially for just like a one night camping trip. We enjoyed it. We stayed at a campground that is my kind of camping, but not so much Bryce's kind of camping, because it was an RV park / campground. It had Wi-Fi and a pool.
It's basically in the town.
Yeah.
Like, that's not camping to me.
And Bryce was pissed when we first got there.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Like, Braden and I, we went to Moab last year, and it really sucked because we didn't find a campsite. It was at like 11 p.m., stressing out, trying to find somewhere to park. We were gonna sleep in the Jeep in the back before we had the iCamper and stuff. And I didn't want that feeling again. So we went and ate, we went on a little hike, and then we went to a campsite that I was planning on going to.
Which we should have gone to the campsite first.
Yeah.
We have talked about that and decided that that's what we should have done.
It's always good to know where you're gonna camp, but but at the same time it's really hard to know because most of the places there are first come, first serve. Yes. And you don't want your stuff stolen, so there's that balance. But anyways, yeah. We went to a place where I kind of looked up online and it was completely full. So the next place we went was, I was like, let's just, any place we see, let's go to it. We passed, what was it called, Ruby
Inn RV Park and Campground.
It was right outside of the National Forest. Right
on the main road.
And I was like, let's just try this place. I honestly thought it was going to be full, so I was just trying to ease everyone's minds. Like, okay, we're trying. But they're like, oh yeah, we have spots. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Great.
I paid for it. It was like 40-something bucks for 5 people. They do it by person. The campsites, honestly, they suck. They really do. They absolutely suck. But at the same time, it turned out to be awesome. So you really have to be optimistic and just not be like sad when it's not ideal, right? Yeah. So anyways, we got these campsites. They're just like right off the road, and it seemed so dumb. Like, I was like, this is not camping. Like, I was kind of sad, actually. Yeah, he was sad. You could tell. So I was like, oh well, at least we're not struggling to find a place. We were like, okay, let's just make it work, set up camp, and we started playing with the RC card. We started like laughing a lot and having fun, and then we ended up going to the pool, and then I was like super pumped and happy. There's like actually a store like right across the street where me and my sister bought swimsuits because we didn't plan on swimming at all, and so there's like a nice convenience store across the street, which made it really nice. Sorry, just had to add that. Yeah, that's part of it, is we just made it work. They went and bought swimsuits. Liam swam in his shorts that he had on. And
he had the time of his life. He loved it.
Like, I was in the pool and I was like, oh, this is awesome, because we're like surrounded by pine trees. There was a full moon. We're in a pool. We're in a hot tub. It's not like I want to do that all the time, but I just like, opened my mind to different things instead of being so bitter. Because I really
Made the best of it.
I was kind of embarrassed because like I was like, this is not camping. You don't camp in these places like that. I like going way off grid or just like self-sufficient, but it was amazing. So
yeah, I feel like we would stay there again.
I would.
It was a lot of fun, especially with a toddler, because it was more, I feel like it was safe.
It was safe. Like it felt like someone wasn't going to steal our stuff because it was so like community.
There was
people, a lot of kids.
Running water, flushable toilets, which we really liked. There was showers, pool, and then the store next to it was really convenient. I mean, yes, it's not like actual full-on camping if you really want to.
No, but
say that, but it was
a place
fun.
to stay so we could see the national park.
Yeah, and then we drove into the national park today, and it was awesome. It's beautiful. I love that it's pine trees and red rock together. The colors together are stunning. And we just drove around. It is a little bit pricey per car, so we all went in my mom's car with my sister and my brother.
It's like $35.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not like that expensive, but when you're just like driving around,
$70.
Yeah,
we weren't even in there that long.
No, we were in there for a couple hours, and we did like a little hike. What was the first one we did? Inspiration. Yeah. Inspiration. So there's a little hike. It's like Inspiration Point, and it's beautiful views. And then we drove around basically the rest of the time.
But yeah, we went up to
Bryce Point.
So from Inspiration Point, you can hike the rim over to Bryce Point, but we had Liam with us, and he was like dead tired. So we, Braden and I and her brother and Liam drove to the next point, and her mom and sister hiked across. It was like a mile and a half.
Yeah.
So it's really freaking cool. But like with a kid, you gotta, you know.
You can't push them too much.
Compromise. So we picked them up, and then drove way into the canyon.
We went to the last point that we saw. It was called the Natural Bridge, and it's super simple. It's just like you park and you can see it basically, but it was really cool. I liked it. It was beautiful to drive through the canyon and kind of just see what was out there, and we definitely would go again. And explore more, I think, the next time. Hopefully Liam will be a little bit more comfortable in his hiking backpack thing that we got him, because he kind of hates it, which is kind of why we didn't want to go on like more hikes that were too intense with him, because we don't want to push him too hard. He went through a lot.
He loved it.
The past 48 hours have been a lot for him.
Oh yeah.
But he's loved it. I actually asked him if he wanted to go home, and usually he says home because he wants to go home, and he cried when I asked him if he wanted to go home. So yeah. He loved it, and we're excited to take him on his next adventure. Is there anything else? Oh, we stopped at a place to eat yesterday when we first got there. I don't know. I'm a huge foodie. I love to eat and go out to eat and try new places to eat. So we went to a place called Bryce Canyon Pines, and they have like burgers and more like fried foods, like American food. Yeah. But their burgers are really yummy. They're very, very big, so I would suggest sharing.
Yeah, I only ate half of my burger. I hadn't eaten all day.
Yeah.
I wish I would have split. They're kind of pricey too. I mean, mine was like $15.
It was a bit pricey, but it was good. And we got the sampler appetizer, and it had
that was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good. They had mozzarella sticks and jumbo shrimp, fried shrimp, and some like jalapeno poppers and just like random. It was really yummy, and it was fun to share that with the table and try all of their like appetizers that they offer. Yeah. But we would recommend that place. I would go back there to eat. Yeah. I think that was like the main thing we went to. There's like the little store, just the Ruby Inn.
Yeah, there's like a big, like the shopping complex.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right by that like from the campground we stayed at, it kind of connects to all these shopping places, and it is a vast. You can just walk around there, get souvenirs, or just like cool.
They had some
rocks,
horse riding over there, which I thought would be fun.
ATV rides, like that's like the hub of just like so much fun stuff.
Bikes you could rent.
And if you don't have the money to spend on all that, you can just go look around.
Yeah, it was fun to look around. They have like a area where you can like do like a fossil dig or something.
So much stuff.
I don't know. It seems like a fun area for kids too. Very kid friendly, I would say. And the hikes were something that kids could do too that we went on, which I appreciated.
Yeah, that's another thing. So Brayden does not like hiking.
I hate it.
Hates it. And,
I hate it.
I mean, she still hates it. She hated the kid hikes, but we still did it. That's the point. Like,
yeah.
Liam liked it. We, you know, just worked with what we could do.
Yeah.
And it turned out good.
I mean, I think because we compromised a little bit. I mean, we didn't do these like massive big hikes that I would be miserable on. We did like shorter hikes that yes, children could do easily, probably, but it was fun for both of us because it was something that I don't necessarily like to do, but it was a compromise because Liam loved it, Bryce loved it, my family loved it, so of course I was going to go along and make the best of it, which is exactly what we did. It was a lot of fun, and I would go on those hikes again. They weren't hard in any way.
They were awesome.
I think it was like, what, a mile hike? The first one, and then the other one was, they were both short and really good hikes. I would do them again.
Very short, very scenic.
We went to the Mossy Caves hike, and then
Mossy Cave.
The Inspiration Point was kind of like a
The Mossy Cave
hike.
has the waterfall.
Yes, and it's beautiful.
Yep.
Is that everything?
Yeah, that's the kind of the recap of the trip. It was a one-nighter, 3.5 hour drive down, 3.5 hour back.
It was a good starter.
This was Liam's first camping trip, our first overlanding trip. We have so much to learn. I'm just like, my mind is blown. Like, we can't bring the dogs. Like,
We have no room. No room.
So yeah, hope you guys keep following along and learn from us, and we'll learn from, you know, the other channels that we watch. It's all about getting out there and
trial and error.
Family, yeah. So yeah, that's it, and we hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Liam, what is it? What is it?
Do you have food?
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.